October 7th, Hamas launched the deadliest attack on Jews since the Holocaust. They filmed themselves dragging Israeli women into Gaza. They lit children on fire. They hunted entire families like animals. So what did Meta-owned Instagram do when American college students cheered that massacre? Nothing. And according to a new report, over 250 campus accounts linked to Students for Justice in Palestine praised the attack, shared terrorist propaganda, and incited more violence. And Meta let it all stay up. This isn't free speech. This is digital radicalization. And on this episode, I'm calling out the tech giant that let it all happen. So I want to talk about the report that Meta ignored. The Anti-Semitism Research Center analyzed 276 Instagram accounts linked to SJP and FSJP chapters across the U.S. between July and January. And here's what they found. 269 posts promoting terrorism, anti-Semitism, or violating Meta's own guidelines. And we're talking about praise for Hamas, martyr videos, images glorifying October 7th as a revolutionary act, and content openly supporting Hezbollah and the PFLP, both U.S. designated terror groups. So what percentage of these accounts did Meta actually take down? 7.7%. This wasn't an oversight. This was permission. So let's talk about SJP, Students for Justice in Palestine. You've all heard of them by now, and if you haven't, here we go. They sell themselves as activists, victims, but in reality, SJP was co-founded by people linked to Hamas front groups, and their message is very clear. From the river to the sea, globalize the Intifada, glory to the martyrs, and now justifying rape and murder as resistance. And at UC Berkeley, their SJP account called October 7 a revolutionary moment, and 2,300 people liked it. That's not activism, that's radicalization. And Meta handed them the microphone. So let's talk national security. This is the Aaron Cohen Show. 742 anti-Semitic incidences were recorded on U.S. campuses last year, 121% increase. We're watching a generation of students being indoctrinated online, and it's bleeding into real-world violence, and I always said it would. Columbia University. Mahmoud Khalil led Hamas chanting protests. ICE arrested him for visa violations after he helped organize intimidation campaigns targeting Jewish students. This is how it works. First the memes, then the slogans, then the street marches, then the violence. And the companies allowing it, Meta, TikTok, YouTube, they're part of it. Hey, are you guys a fan of the Aaron Cohen Show? Do me a favor and help support the show and join my sponsorship team. Hit the link down in the description and grab yourself a mini sponsorship package. They start at $25. We're completely independently produced, and every package sold helps keep the lights on in the studio so I can continue to combat that garbage anti-Israel misinformation and propaganda that's out there, while bringing you guys no-nonsense, cutting-edge analysis of counterterrorism, the Mideast, and national security. And in just 90 days, the Aaron Cohen Show is now the fastest-growing counterterrorism and national security show online, with over 100,000 subscribers in the first 90 days. And why? Because of you, the fans. Do me a favor, help support the show and join my sponsorship team. Hit the link down in the description and grab yourself a mini sponsorship package and help me to continue to fight that fight. Appreciate you guys. Now I want to talk about how Zuckerberg benefits. You're like, well, this guy's a billionaire. Doesn't work that way. Question, so why would Meta let this content stay up? Why allow accounts praising terrorists to operate freely on the gram? Because Zuckerberg benefits. So let me break down how this works. 1, engagement. The algorithm rewards outrage and posts that glorify violence, spikes views, comments, shares, and Meta gets paid off every single click. 2, fear. Zuckerberg's terrified of being labeled Islamophobic. If Meta bans SJP, the progressive mob will come for him. Look what they're doing to Elon Musk. So instead, he lets it ride. 3, global profits. Meta wants to keep its user bases in places like the Mideast, Pakistan, and Malaysia, where anti-Israel sentiment is profitable. If Meta bans pro-Hamas content, it risks losing market share in those regions. This is an advertising game. 4, internal rot. Meta's moderation teams are staffed with far-left radical ideologues. We've seen the Slack leaks. These aren't neutral censors. These are activists. And lastly, he doesn't need to support Hamas to profit from them. He just has to keep his hands off and let the algorithm do the rest. And that's what makes this so dangerous, because inaction in the face of terrorism isn't neutrality, it's complicity. So let's talk about what needs to happen next. There's always solutions here. That's how we roll. And here's what needs to happen immediately, in my opinion. Meta needs to enforce its dangerous organization's policy, ban all SGP accounts that glorified Hamas, Hezbollah, or the October 7th massacre. Period. Universities must revoke SJP recognition and funding, just like 17 campuses have already done. It needs to go full blackout with SJP. Congress must investigate Meta's role in online radicalization. DHS, FBI must be given oversight of extremist campus networks operating online. Give it to Kash Patel and Pam Bondi. Let them have a crack at this. This isn't censorship. It's counterterrorism. And if you can't praise ISIS on Instagram, you shouldn't be allowed to praise Hamas either. So I want to close it out with this. This isn't just about Meta. It's not. It's about the pipeline of radicalization that starts on your kid's smartphone and then ends in Molotov cocktails used on college campuses or to burn down a governor's mansion like we just saw with Shapiro. And the silence from our leaders from Silicon Valley, that silence is going to get more deadly. And Zuckerberg let this happen. He allowed it. Not only that, he profited from it. And now Jewish students are paying the price. Jewish politicians are paying the price. It's all connected. It's radicalization online. And Zuckerberg holds the keys. So ask yourself, who's watching the feed? Who's running their campus for the kids now? How long before the activism becomes something even more dangerous than what we're seeing now? It only gets worse from here, I promise. Look, this is why I started the show, to call out terrorists, tech companies, and the cowards out there who stay silent. So do me a favor, if you guys believe in my mission, support it. We're completely sponsored by you, the viewers and fans. Hit the link in the description. You can grab a 3-pack of Merkava coffee. Sponsor the show as well. $25 to join my sponsorship team. Every order and every sponsorship helps keep the lights on in the studio and the truth flowing into the bloodstream of America. I want to thank you guys for watching this one. I'm Aaron Cohen. You're on the front line here, and we don't back down. I'm going to come back to this as more of these continue to develop. I'm Aaron Cohen. You're watching The Aaron Cohen Show, and I will catch you guys on the next one.